Welcome to CBTSport.net Game of the Week. Bringing you high school, college, amateur, semi-pro, and professional sports video from right here in Central Vermont. Over a decade of local Central Vermont sports video action. Get ready, because it's time for the CBTSport.net Game of the Week.
My daddy made this. Daddy!
From the Barrie BOR, welcome to high school hockey action on CBTSport.net, CBTV723.org, and CBTV channel 192 in Barrie. Getting ready for girls hockey action. It is senior day here at the Barrie BOR as the Spaulding Crimson Tide take on the Burlington Colchester Sea Lakers. Jim Severance along with our producer Ben Brown and Michael Daring handling the camera work. Looking forward to this one. Not only senior day here at the Barrie BOR for the undefeated Spaulding Crimson Tide girls team, but it's also a very big game because the records coming into this one, the Crimson Tide are at 15-0-1 on the season, and the Sea Lakers, the co-op team from Burlington Colchester, they are at 11-2-2 on the season. Currently Burlington Colchester in third. Spaulding sits atop the division, as we have just a few more games to go before it is playoff time. These two teams did meet earlier in the season, was back just after Christmas, December the 28th here at the Barrie BOR, and that was a Crimson Tide 5-2 win over Burlington Colchester. Spaulding coming off their last game, which was on Wednesday, as they defeated the South Burlington Wolves by a score of 6-0. That was a big one for Becca McKelvey, had 3 goals on that one. Hannah King with a goal and 2 assists, and Ruby Harrington had a goal and an assist for the Crimson Tide. Maddie Seaton stopped 12 shots as Spaulding kind of put that one away in the third period with 3 against South Burlington. For the Sea Lakers, they are hot. They've won 3 in a row. They're coming off a 6-2 win over Rutland. In that one, their high scorer, Holly McClellan, had 2 goals and an assist, and goals also from Carissa LeClaire. Gussie Guyette, Cameron Poulin also scored for the Sea Lakers. Let's take a look at your starting lineups and your line charts. First with the visiting Burlington Sea Lakers, Burlington/Colchester Sea Lakers. Top line is centered by number 4, Cameron Poulin. She will skate with number 12, Carissa LeClaire, and number 8, Fiona McHugh. Second unit for the Sea Lakers is centered by high scoring number 9, Holly McClellan. She skates with Gussie Guyette and number 15, Brooks DeShaw. Guyette is number 18. Third unit we will see out there is number 7, Maria Warden, and she skates with Annabelle Lextudis. She wears number 20. And Brina Swift Herzog, who wears number 21. Defensive pairings for Burlington Colchester. It'll be Georgia Wool, number 17, with number 13, Nora Moody, and Molly Rubley, number 10, with number 14, Hannah Coughlin. Also, we'll see Bianca Flanagan in. She wears number 3, and the starting goaltender is going to be Leah Boyd. For the Spaulding Crimson Tide, their top unit centered by speedy number 9, Hannah King, with Becca McKelvey, number 22, and Ellie Parker, number 17. Second unit for the Crimson Tide, number 3, Ruby Harrington, with number 16, Lainey Thayer, and number 6, Peyton LaPearl. Third unit will be Riley Pelletier, wears number 12, with Aubrey Trombley, wears number 10, and Allison French, number 19. Defensive pairings for the Crimson Tide, Molly Parker with Kaya Moulton, and Gracie Lunt with Amelia Haley. And the starting goaltender in this game is going to be Raina Long for the Crimson Tide. We will be talking about the seniors for the Crimson Tide because it is senior day here at the Barrie BOR. Great posters around the area of the Crimson Tide seniors, and also some great displays as you come into the arena. We'll get your starters being announced, though. They're also announcing all the Burlington Colchester seniors. Big round of applause for the Spaulding Crimson Tide seniors. Here's Molly Parker, star defenseman for the Crimson Tide. Started her freshman season, was part of that undefeated perfect squad that won a state championship. Of course, all these seniors are members of that team as freshmen, as Becca McKelvey, the leading scorer for the Crimson Tide, being announced. Anna King, one of the fastest players in the state of Vermont, being announced. Had a big game in her last one against South Burlington. Maddie Seaton, one of the two senior goaltenders for the Crimson Tide, being announced. Raina Long, the other one, as they have rotated the goaltending duties all season long for the Crimson Tide.
At this point, we'd like to turn the microphone over to a few of the Crimson Tide players as they will say a few words about each senior.
We are going to go down to ice level and pick up some of these comments as we go to the Crimson Tide bench. And Lainey Thayer has the mic now. Becca McKelvey will skate over by the bench. A hug with Lainey Thayer, some great words there, and her whole family is out on the ice. We'll take some photos. We mentioned she came up like all these players did their freshman season, and that was the year they had the perfect season, won the state Division II championship. As far as this year, she has continued her scoring spree. We don't have the full numbers, but in my estimate, she's got to be somewhere around 30 goals on the season, and known for her fierce, accurate, quick shot, which has even as a freshman, she came up and was sniping goals like crazy, but she has strength around all sections of the ice, especially in the front of the net, and getting that shot off quick in finding the open part of the net. That's been a key for Becca McKelvey her entire career here for the Spaulding Crimson Tide. Now Molly Parker is at center ice.
Your leadership is one of the reasons why our team is here today. Our team is better because of the energy and excitement you have for the game. It has been so much fun growing up with you. It has been a true honor playing together with you for your last year of high school hockey. You have a special way of making everyone feel like they're part of this team. This has been an amazing season so far, and hopefully the best is yet to come.
On the bench, saying the special words was Amelia Healy and Peyton LaPearl. Molly Parker, certainly a true defenseman, will rush the puck when needed, but and one thing I don't think we've really talked about much this season about Molly Parker, the senior defenseman, is she's playing. Certainly the younger players look up to her because the Crimson Tide have 2 8th grade defensemen and the other is a freshman, so they look up to the senior defenseman, Molly Parker, for the Spaulding Crimson Tide. Again, we're honoring all the players on Senior Day. Raina Long is now out at center ice.
You're an amazing teammate and person. You are funny, kind, and just fun to hang out with. You are always willing to give a ride to the team dinners. I'm incredibly thankful that you make those amazing saves, especially when we're not playing our best. I'm happy I was able to play with you on the team. I love you.
Avery Burke saying the very special words for Raina Long, who will be getting the start in this game, one of the 2 senior goaltenders. Now skating out to center ice is Hannah King. Her family will come out. The speedy Hannah King, who was a freshman, had blazing speed, but I think what Hannah King has added to her game, she's a lot stronger on the puck. She always had the speed. She carries the puck out very quickly, obviously, but she's improved her stick handling. She's improved her shooting, and definitely another credit to Hannah King. This year she reached the top 10 point of Spaulding Crimson Tide, one of their top 10 scorers, as we'll pick up our words. Good round of applause for Hannah King. As we mentioned, the last game against South Burlington had a goal and a couple of assists. Has to be in the 15-point mark, if not a little higher, on goals scored this season. And as we mentioned for the Spaulding Crimson Tide, it's a rarity in the sport that you come up with 2 goaltenders in the same class, and they're both as good as Raina Long and Maddie Seaton are. But it's been a bonus for the Spaulding Crimson Tide to have 2 goaltenders, starters all the way through their freshman season, rotating. And at center ice now, we honor Maddie Seaton.
She played a few games with us for our U12-14 team when I was in 5th grade. I remember my dad and my said we were both kids, and they would talk about how they found a goalie that would come play a few games with us. Once I saw Maddie in action, I was blown away. She was one of the best goalies that I have seen play in a long time. Even though she wasn't a part of our original team, she showed up and fit right in. I was so excited to be
Big round of applause for Maddie Seaton on senior day here at the Barrie BOR. We mentioned coming in, great posters on the wall. As you walk in, the players, some of their early skates, photos of their younger days playing. Spaulding always does a great job. There's also a special program that they give out with all photos and little bio on the team, and some comments from head coach Dave Lawrence. Spaulding always does it up very good on senior day, and this is the girls' senior day. The boys' senior day will be coming up next Wednesday. We will get ready to face this one off very shortly, as we will have your national anthem, and then we will face it off and kind of lost in all the senior day festivities. Big game, and should be a very good one between two of the top teams in the state.
For tonight's starting lineups for Burlington Colchester, in goal, number 1,
Leah Boyd gets the start in net, as you mentioned, for the Sea Lakers.
At defense, number 17, Georgia Wool.
Georgia Wool, one of the seniors being announced for the Sea Lakers, gets a start on D. And she will be paired with number 13, Nora Moody.
At center, number 4, Cameron Poulin.
We mentioned that top line for the Sea Lakers, centered by number 4, Cameron Poulin.
Number 12, Carissa Leclerc.
She skates with Carissa Leclerc, had a goal in the last game for the Sea Lakers.
And at right wing, number 18, Gussie Guyette.
And Gussie Guyette will skate on that top line, wears number 18.
And the rest of the Burlington Colchester team, who is coached by Jamie Rossi and Molly DeMasi.
Jamie Rossi and Molly DeMasi Beauregard, your coaches. And now we get your starters for the Crimson Tide. Senior Raina Long gets the start in this one.
At defense, number 14, Molly
Parker, the lone senior defenseman on this squad this season.
At defense, number 16, Lainey Thayer.
Lainey Thayer, member of the junior class for the Crimson Tide.
At center, number 9,
Hannah King, another member of this talented but small senior class.
At left wing, number 17,
Ellie Parker will skate on that top line. And actually 5 players in girls hockey isn't really a small class, decent sized class. There's Becca McKelvey, leading goal scorer for the Crimson Tide.
number 22, Rebecca McKelvey.
We will take a break. We'll have your national anthem, and then we will get ready for girls hockey action for you on cbtsport.net. With the playing of our national anthem, players will meet around their starting goaltender. Raina Long for the Crimson Tide, and the Sea Lakers will meet around their bench, and we'll get ready to face it off with girls high school hockey action. As I mentioned, a big one. The Sea Lakers only 2 losses on the season. They've only lost to BFA and to the Spaulding Crimson Tide 5-2. a couple of ties. One of those ties was out of state, and the Sea Lakers come in with 3 straight victories. The Crimson Tide coming off a 6-0 win over South Burlington. Again, they are 15-0-1 on the season. The perfect season for the Crimson Tide did end up in St. Albans when they skated to a tie with the BFA Comets. That game was about a week ago or so. Players to keep an eye on this one. When you take a look at Burlington Colchester, one of their top scorers, in fact, the top goal scorer on the team, is Holly McClellan, wears number 9. She's a player that I believe she's a Milton student that played for Missisquoi last year and may have been the leading scorer in Division II, but has brought her game over to the Sea Lakers this season and has had no trouble adapting to D1 girls hockey. She's put up a ton of goals. Spaulding Crimson Tide, very balanced. Leading goal scorer is Becca McKelvey. But both of these teams, they can score on any of the first 2 and even the third lines. Both of these teams are deep for girls hockey action. Poulin and King on the draw, and we are underway with high school hockey action. Puck is in McKelvey's skates. Now it's going to be thrown back to Thayer. Cross ice pass looking for Ellie Parker. It's intercepted, but then it's tipped away. Fiona McHugh looked like she was going to break in. Spaulding defender got in and tipped that puck away. The puck is thrown down low by Nora Moody. Thayer works it around the boards over to Parker. Puck will be thrown out to center ice. Trying to backhand it around is Moody. McKelvey got a piece of the puck. Now it's going to be thrown down in the zone. Leah Boyd is the starting goaltender again for the Sea Lakers. A quick change up. Puck is kept in by the Crimson Tide. It's kept in by Peyton LaPearl. Now teams battle for the puck. It's going to be thrown out. And the Crimson Tide's Amelia Healy. Nice crisp pass as Healy gets it over to LaPearl. LaPearl tries to backhand it in, get around the defender. Now it's loose in front, letting a backhander go. It was blocked. It was Ruby Harrington's backhander was blocked. Kaya Moulton throws it down, and it's intercepted by the Sea Lakers. Puck will be banked off the boards by Carissa LeClaire. Sea Lakers will change up. Crimson Tide having trouble getting it out. The puck is stolen. Had a player in front of the net. It was Brooks DeShaw, number 15. Couldn't get a pass to her. Now it's Healy in the corner with DeShaw. Amelia Healy comes out with the puck. Now McClellan touches up. McClellan tries to get around the Spaulding player. Good defensive play, knocking that puck back was Harrington. Here's Holly McClellan, player we talked about, number 9. Very shifty player, but McClellan is taken down by McKelvey at center ice. That'll be icing on the Sea Lakers. We've played just under 2 minutes to go. First period, no score. Girls hockey action on cbtsport.net. Becca McKelvey will take the draw for the Crimson Tide. It's thrown toward the front of the net, gets through on Boyd. Boyd uses a pad. Crimson Tide try to feed it back. Sea Lakers able to intercept the pass. They'll fire it down low, and they will chase for it. Goes over the stick of Ellie Parker. Now the puck is fired down again by the Sea Lakers. Molly Parker picks up the puck. Ellie Parker fires it down. Crimson Tide will change things up. First to the puck are the Sea Lakers. However, the Crimson Tide keep it in, trying to work it along the boards. They go back to Lainey Thayer. A chip shot is going to deflect over in back of the net. Moulton pinches in to keep the puck in back of the net are the Crimson Tide. Now it's taken out, and the Sea Lakers will get a break the other way as McHugh breaks it in, and the puck was stripped away at the last minute as they almost got that puck into Carissa LeClaire. Crimson Tide got a stick in there, though, breaking that one up as Fiona McHugh was trying to set up Carissa LeClaire to walk in almost clean on goaltender Raina Long. Now it's Moulton in back of her own net. Fiona McHugh centers it. There's no one there. Ruby Harrington will try to get it out, but the puck is kept in by Gussie Guyette. Goes over the stick of Healy. Guyette in the corner will fire it around, but there's no one in the back of the net for the Sea Lakers. Crimson Tide will break it out. Trying to pass it on the boards. They were looking for Lainey Thayer, went over her stick. Georgia Wool will pick up the puck in the corner. Wool gets it over to Deshaw. Intercepted by Hannah King, but the puck was taken away by Cameron Poulin. She got a stick in as Hannah King was breaking toward the net with a scoring opportunity and icing. So we'll face it off back down in the Sea Lakers zone with 10:44 to go first period. Crimson Tide will bring out McKelvey and King along with Aubrey Tremblay. Faceoff is going to be moved. No, it's not going to be moved out of the zone. Players anticipated it. It'll be Becca McKelvey on the draw. She draws it back, but there's no one there, and it's taken by the Sea Lakers. And here comes Holly McClellan. McClellan throws it right in. Long sticks it over into the corner. Trombley tries to get it over to King. Here's Hannah King, one defender back. Hannah King cuts through. King comes in, the shot, and believe getting a stick in there and tipping it away as Hannah King was firing on the shot was a Sea Laker defender. Now Trombley comes in, but the puck is stripped away. Guyette goes the other way. Guyette's pass over to Swift Herzog goes in back of the net as she fires it in. Now Becca McKelvey in back of her net. Tries to bank it off the boards, but Herzog keeps it in. Bouncing puck in back of the Crimson Tide net. Annabelle Lextustis throws it toward the front of the net, and then it's cleared right back out. Puck is going to be picked up by Molly Rubley. Rubley over to Hannah Coughlin. Puck is kept in, though, by the Crimson Tide. Ruby Harrington tries to dig it out. Now Peyton LaPearl in back of the net. She's going to go back to the point. Give and go back to LaPearl. LaPearl tries to cut through. She does. Goaltender is down. There's some room there. And sprawling out, covering it up is Leah Boyd. Peyton LaPearl tried to move through the slot area, and the goaltender was a little bit out of position, but she got back and was able to cover it up. It'll be Ruby Harrington on the draw for the Tide. Puck is fired down over the stick, though, of Poulin. That's going to stay in play. Now here's Lainey Thayer. Thayer's over the blue line. And it's gloved down by Boyd. We'll face it off again. Quick change up there for the Spaulding Crimson Tide. This time King will take the draw. They've been kind of changing off between King and McKelvey taking the draw. Molly Parker's shot is deflected. It's going to go over into the far corner. Ellie Parker will try to dig it out. Sea Lakers come up with a puck, but it's tipped away from Poulin. It's going to go on Molly Parker's stick. Poulin, though, in pursuit. Over to Ellie Parker. She'll go back to Molly Parker. Here's King. Anna King with a couple of defenders back, but she's got the speed. King is taken down. Crowd wanted a call. They won't get it as she goes into the boards. Here's Becca McKelvey. Comes out of the corner, tries to get her shot off. Good job by the Sea Lakers to cause basically McKelvey to change her shot at the last moment. McKelvey digs it out again, but it's going to go out to center ice. We've seen more and more teams put one, sometimes two bodies as we get a giveaway. Here comes McClellan. Holly McClellan is in clean, makes her move, and Raina Long stays with her. First good golden scoring opportunity of the game for Holly McClellan, and Raina Long comes up with a big save for the Crimson Tide. Now here's McClellan again, cutting through the defense, has a player in front for the redirect. The shot was wide. It was Gussie Guyette in front. Good pressure here by the Sea Lakers as they continue to put it on. McKelvey will go off the boards, but the puck is going to be kept in by Guyette. Now Lunt can't get it out. It's kept in at the point. One-timer that's tipped, letting that shot go, was Georgia Wool. It was deflected on the way in, but it was deflected wide. Now Riley Pelletier at center ice. Taken back. Loose puck for a split second, but the Crimson Tide unable to pick it up. And now here's a 2-on-2. But the puck is going to be fired well wide, but picked up again by the Crimson Tide. It's Amelia Healy. Healy cuts through a couple of players. Puck is tipped away. It's going to be kept in. Kept in by Annabelle Lextudis. Now here's Healy. Healy gets it over to Lund. It's kept in though. Shot is fired wide. Kept in by Maria Warden. Crimson Tide will wave off the icing. Boyd will stop the puck. Sea Lakers will break the other way. Here's Poulin. LeClaire will chase for the puck. Carissa LeClaire gets in, gets a piece of it. Ruby Harrington had it on her stick, but it was stripped away. Now it's thrown up front. Poulin is unable to get a chance on it. A nice setup there for Cameron Poulin, and it's going to be thrown down the other way. Rubley will get there first. She'll work it over to LeClaire. LeClaire was looking for Poulin. Now here comes McHugh. McHugh is over the blue line, goes wide. Poulin picks up the puck, a couple of moves, their shot is wide. Peyton LaPearl now off the boards. Gets it over to Harrington. Taken right back by McHugh. And then taken right back by the Crimson Tide. And that'll be offsides. Down to 5:06 to go, first period. No score between the Crimson Tide and the Burlington Colchester Sea Lakers. Best scoring chance so far has been the Sea Lakers. It's Holly McClellan, who came in almost clean on Raina Long, but Long stopped. Now the pass is intercepted, is knocked down. Becca McKelvey in the corner. Throws it out front. Didn't have a shooting angle on it, though. She did get it to Ellie Parker. Now McKelvey, a tough angle, gets a shot on goal. And Boyd has to make an assist on McKelvey's. I believe that's her first shot on goal this game. Sea Lakers throw it out front, but it's taken away. Here comes McKelvey now. McKelvey skates in. Still has the puck. Carries it around. She's going to go back to the point for Healy's shot. It's wide of the net. McKelvey takes it off the boards. She will chip it down low. Sea Lakers will get it out. They're on a changeup though. Guyette will fire it down. They'll get a quick changeup, but took a bounce off the boards, came right out in front of the net. But no Sea Lakers in with a scoring opportunity. There's a shot from the point. It's deflected. Another centering pass, and the puck is stripped away by a Crimson Tide defender. I think Moulton got her stick in there to intercept that. LaPearl and Healy on the boards, but the Crimson Tide able to clear it out. So we had some pressure there from the Sea Lakers. And a King off the boards was looking for Thayer. Harrington comes in to help. It's picked up by Wool. Wool's cross-ice pass is taken right back. The Crimson Tide go the other way. Ruby Harrington will fire it in and chase for the puck. Nora Moody gets there first. Moody around the boards looking for Wool. Kept in by Molly Parker. It's kind of a bouncing puck, and Parker lets the shot go with Ruby Harrington. Very close if there was a rebound, but the puck was gobbled up by Leah Boyd. Exactly 3 minutes to go first period. Still no score. McKelvey on the draw. It's going to be picked up, though, by the Sea Lakers. They will fire it down. LeClaire fires it down. McHugh tries to get it out of the corner. Coughlin at the point, lets the shot go, but taken away by the Crimson Tide. Here's Riley Pelletier, one defender back. Pelletier's long shot is going to be sticked over into the corner by Boyd. It's picked up by Poulin. Poulin off the board, so LeClaire over to McHugh. Fiona McHugh tries to split the D. Puck is taken away, though, by the Crimson Tide. It is kept in, though, by LeClaire. She stays with the puck. Coughlin fires it around. It's now McClellan in back of the net. That shot got through, almost a dangerous tip there. Shot from the point. Now Holly McClellan has the puck. McClellan tries to cut through the D. Puck is taken away, though, by the Crimson Tide. It'll be cleared out to center ice. Rubley will fire it back down low, but it's knocked down by the Crimson Tide. Down to 1:44 to go first period. And Molly Parker is going to rush it out on senior day. Parker cuts toward the front of the net. Two, those Sea Lakers converge on her, and the puck is taken away. Intercepted by Ruby Harrington. Harrington tries to cut through the D. Now Healy with a slap shot. It's blocked. Moulton will backhand it down low. Sea Lakers will change things up as Ellie Parker picks up the puck with some room in her own zone. Cuts along the boards, goes all the way down into the Sea Lakers zone. Abigail Wheeler, defenseman, takes the puck away, but it's kept in. Here's Healy letting a slap shot go. It gets through, and a save and no rebound by Leah Boyd as Amelia Healy let one go from the point. And there was some traffic there, both teams. Puck got all the way through, but Boyd with the save, no rebound. Crimson Tide will change things up. Hannah King will take the draw with only 47 seconds to go first period. A face-off win. Molly Parker's shot is deflected wide. Wheeler works it around the boards. Kept in, though, by Molly Parker. Nice move by Becca McKelvey. McKelvey with a shot, and there's a glove save there by Leah Boyd. As that's the first time really Becca McKelvey's had time to get a shot off, as we see on our replay. Puts it in a scoring area, but the glove is there. Hannah King on the draw, gets it to McKelvey, but McKelvey's shot is blocked. Thought it went up in the netting, but we didn't get a whistle. Play continues on. Healy's shot bounces in front of the net. Hannah King tries to get a stick on it. It's going to be kept in by Molly Parker. Parker's shot is wide. Only 11 to go period. Here's Poulin with one defender back. It's Poulin against McKelvey. Poulin cuts toward the front of the net, but taken right away by Molly Parker. And the period comes to an end. So it's kind of what we expected between these two teams, the Spaulding Crimson Tide and the Burlington Colchester Sea Lakers. Our first period, both teams had some scoring chances. Fairly even play in the first period between the Sea Lakers and the Crimson Tide. And on the scoreboard, neither team is yet to put one in. It's high school hockey action for you. We'll get your shots. Shots for the Crimson Tide, 9 shots on goal, and the Sea Lakers had 5. After one period of play, though, no score between the Spaulding Crimson Tide and the Burlington Colchester Sea Lakers on Senior Day here at the Barrie BOR. It's Jim Severance along with our producer Ben Brown and Michael Deering on camera. We'll take a break and we'll come back with second period action for you very shortly from the Barrie BOR.
This game is made possible by CVTV723.org. If you want to support live-streamed Spaulding High School sports, please go to CVTV723.org and look for the Donate Now tab. Made possible by locally owned Packard Fuels, located in East Montpelier, Vermont. Packard Fuels is a proud supporter of local athletics and community events. Packard Fuels provides home heating oil and service throughout central Vermont. Owned by Ellery Packard III, Packard Fuels, 802-262-3835. Packard Fuels, keeping you warm.
Vermont middle and high school students can start college for free at the Community College of Vermont. Get a taste of college life and learn about options after high school by attending an Access Day and enrolling in our Intro to College and Careers class. Juniors and seniors are eligible for 2 dual enrollment vouchers, each good for 1 free CCV course. And seniors can complete their last year of high school and first year of college at the same time through the Early College Program. They can even stay at CCV and earn a free associate degree through the McClure Free Degree Promise. Learn more at gotocollegevt.org.
This game was made possible by Tournament Specialties, Central Vermont's corporate and team apparel specialists. If you are looking for an updated look for your business or want the latest look for your sports team, Tournament Specialties is the place to contact. Along with their embroidery and ink decorating services, they also work with groups who want a storefront to sell their items. A great way to fundraise without upfront cost and risk. Email Jeff at Tournament Specialties to learn more. tournamentdesigns@gmail.com.
I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all of this. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out.
This game is also made possible by Vermont Fellowship of Christian Athletes, established in 1954, a community working to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. You can find more information at fcavermont.org, and you can contact them by email at glennolson@fca.org.
This local sports video production is made possible by Maplewood Travel Service and Information Center, off Exit 7 in Berlin, featuring gas, diesel, excellent food from the deli, an exploration-worthy beer cave, and an extensive selection of candy, snacks, and soft drinks. With Maplewood locations, off Vermont 14 in South Barrie, off Exit 3 in South Royalton, off US 2 in Waterbury, and on South Main Street in Rutland. When you are on the road, Maplewood is the place to go.
Mark and I worked at Barrytown Elementary School when we were in college. We're both very family-oriented and community-driven.
Barrie has a special place in our heart, obviously being our hometown.
When I met Mark and Ruben, they were college grads. 7 years later, they manage over 750 units in Vermont. In their spare time, they give back to the people they grew up with.
There are people in our community who are battling childhood cancer. This organization doesn't just financially fund their hospital bills, we actually help them out with the day-to-day expenses.
Local business owners, local community members, just a lot of local people that are congregating to help raise a lot of money for these families.
In small towns everywhere across America, this story gets repeated over and over. Local businesses coming together to support their friends, neighbors, and customers.
Our priorities and the bank's priorities align. We're all trying to make the community a better place.
Established in 2016, Central Vermont Elite is an area AAU basketball program that is committed to player development and creating a positive playing experience. Coaches are committed to developing skills, character, teamwork, and sportsmanship through hard work. For more information, contact Bill Gant. Email bgant23@yahoo.com or by phone 802-793-3092. Central Vermont Elite is a local supporter of area basketball. By All Set Driving School. All Set Driving School offers 3 teen driver's education class sessions, spring, summer, and fall. With DMV certified instructors, contact them by phone 371-9293 or email allsetdrive@aol.com. All Set Driving School, a proud supporter of U32 basketball and Central Vermont sport.
We are back at the Barry BOR getting ready for second period action. Spaulding Crimson Tide and the Burlington Colchester Sea Lakers on cbtsport.net. This the first of our doubleheader. It's boys hockey action. Right after this one, Colchester Lakers take on the Crimson Tide. One period down and we have no score. Shots on goal in that first period favored the Crimson Tide 9-5, but really the play about 50-50. As far as, I'd say probably the best scoring chance was a break by the Lakers' Holly McClellan. Oh, the Crimson Tide, McKelvey fired a shot with a beautiful glove save by Leah Boyd. Fairly even first period. Cameron Poulin ready to take the draw with Hannah King, and we'll play another period of hockey action here in the second. Underway, Ellie Parker chips it in, but it's going to go on the stick of Carissa LeClaire. LeClaire fires it down into the Crimson Tide zone. Molly Parker tries to bank it off the boards, kept in though by Wool, but the puck gets up into the bench. Quick stoppage of play. Again, Poulin and King on the draw. Cameron Poulin is going to slap one. Raina Long with the save. That was a rising slap shot from Cameron Poulin. And now the puck is going to be cleared out. Wool around the boards. Lunt, though, pinches in, keeps it in. Lunt tries to fire it down low. Puck is picked up, though. Nora Moody. Her pass out looking for Fiona McHugh, but it's taken right back by Becca McKelvey. McKelvey is going to pick up the puck. Couple of defenders back. Becca McKelvey is going to shoot it just wide of the net with a quick snapshot. It deflects off the glass, and Holly McClellan was perched to break into the Crimson Tide zone, but the puck moved a little slow off the boards. And here's Lainey Thayer the other way. One defender back taken away, but Peyton LaPearl tried to follow it up, but went off her stick. And they get it to McClellan. McClellan is over the blue line. McClellan tries to cut through the D. Amelia Healy gets a stick on it. McClellan throws it right out front for Gussie Guyette. Couldn't connect on it. Could have been a good scoring opportunity for the Sea Lakers as they keep it in. That shot was just wide. Now it's Kyle Moulton around the boards. Puck is going to be kept in. They found the open player, Brooke DeShaw, on the shot. A couple of chances there, and two big saves by Raina Long. As the first minute 30 of this period has two very good scoring opportunities for the Sea Lakers. Sea Lakers will change things up. Maria Warden to take the draw. Here's Becca McKelvey. Along the boards, McKelvey still carried it in, but then the puck was taken away. Now Gracie Lunt will fire it down for the Crimson Tide. Bianca Flanagan in back of the net. Fired it out. Molly Parker will fire it back down. Lunt gets there as there was a Sea Laker player that almost broke out. That was Swift Herzog. Sea Lakers get their top line out there. Crimson Tide try to break it out. Ellie Parker fires it in. It's going to be stick to the corner by Boyd. Picking up the puck is Moody. Moody goes around the board. It's going to go all the way down into the Tide zone. Going to be picked up by Healy. And that puck deflects into the netting. Stoppage of play with 12:10 to go. Second period, no score between the Crimson Tide and the Sea Lakers. Cameron Poulin and Ruby Harrington on the draw. Peyton LaPearl has the puck tipped off her stick. Puck is going to go down into the Sea Laker zone. Be picked up by Wool. Puck is flipped up high. It's a bouncing puck. It'll be picked up by Kaya Moulton. Moulton was looking for Ruby Harrington, just missed on that pass. Wool has it. Harrington in. Puck is picked up by Nora Moody. Moody cross-ice pass, was looking for LeClaire. Carissa LeClaire tries to pick up the bouncing puck. Amelia Healy gets a stick in there. Now LeClaire centered it, nobody there. And the Crimson Tide will break the other way. Here comes Ruby Harrington. Tried to feed it off over to Lainey Thayer. It's taken back though. Shot gets through. Now Healy circles around. Nice give and go pass over to Harrington. Ruby Harrington is going to skate it in over the blue line. Has Ellie Parker drop pass though, is intercepted, taken away by the Sea Lakers. That'll be icing with exactly 11 minutes to go. We have played 4 in the second period. Still no score between the Crimson Tide and the Sea Lakers. Ruby Harrington on the draw. Face-off win by the Crimson Tide, but it was right between the two defenders, so the puck will go out of the zone. Nice pass to Ellie Parker. Ellie Parker is going to break in over the blue line. Parker with good speed lets a shot go. Saved by Boyd, goes over into the corner, goes off the stick of McKelvey. Pass is intercepted nicely by Molly Parker. Her shot deflects off Molly Rubley. Bouncing puck, though, is going to be picked up by the Sea Lakers. Passes over to Brooke DeShaw. She'll fire it in. Sea Lakers will change things up. Parker goes over to McKelvey. McKelvey going off the boards, but the pass is knocked down by the Sea Lakers. That'll be icing. With 10:07 to go, second period. Warden on the draw with, I believe, Ruby Harrington for the Crimson Tide. Here's Lainey Thayer. Puck is going to go on the stick of Amelia Healy. Healy starts to rush the puck out. Goes to center ice. Harrington trying to get it over to Peyton LaPearl. LaPearl will fire it in. Crimson Tide will change up a couple of players. Goes down into the Tide zone now. It is Healy in back of her own net. Off the skates of McKelvey, goes right on Poulin's stick. Puck is almost picked up by Ellie Parker. Almost stole the puck. Two players battle for it. Ellie Parker and Hannah King. Healy will fire it down. Puck will be picked up by Wool. Georgia Wool now skates it out. Loses an edge, picked up by Ruby Harrington. Harrington has some good speed as she cuts in. Beats one defender. Harrington comes in and she scores! Ruby Harrington, a big goal for the Spaulding Crimson Tide, and they take a 1-0 lead. And that's one that Ruby Harrington basically did on her own for the Crimson Tide. Comes at the 8:51 mark. We've said it all season long, Spaulding balanced goal scoring, and Ruby Harrington has been one player that's got some big goals. Molly Parker now backhands it in. It's taken right back, though, by the Sea Lakers. Goes over into the corner, but the puck is taken away. It's Brooke Deshaw, number 15. But the puck is taken away by the Crimson Tide. Deshaw, though, gets a stick in there, keeps it in. Now Molly Parker goes the other way. Her shot deflects off Rubley over into the corner. Sea Lakers pick it out. They go back to Deshaw. Stolen right back by the Crimson Tide. And Sea Lakers stay on sides, cutting toward the front of the net. Couple of defenders, including, I think it was Hannah King, got back and knocked that puck away. Now coming out of the corner, almost a good scoring chance. Good pressure here. Here's Holly McClellan, the dangerous player. McClellan comes in, goes off, ran along. There was an open side on the corner with a bouncing puck and nobody there for the Sea Lakers, as McClellan just missed tying it up. Now again coming out of the corner, it's a loose puck in front of Raina Long. Lainey Thayer will try to get it out. It's going to be kept in at the point. It's thrown down low. Hannah King banks it off the boards, gets it to Thayer, and the Crimson Tide happy to get it out of the zone as the Sea Lakers come close to knotting this one up at 1. Here's Bianca Flanagan, pass to center ice, eventually ends up on the stick of Molly Parker. Parker gets it over to Ellie Parker. Parker will fire it down into the near side corner. Gussie Guyette picks it up. Guyette around the boards. Carissa LeClaire tries to get it out. It's kept in by McKelvey. Becca McKelvey dances along the blue line with the puck, keeps it in. Now Amelia Healy battling with the puck. She kept it in also. Here's McKelvey with a shot and a save by Boyd as Becca McKelvey got in tight. Didn't have a lot of angle to shoot at, but certainly got a quality shot off there from the Crimson Tide's Becca McKelvey. And we do have the goaltender change at Senior Day, and Raina Long, who's played well, has left the game. Maddie Seaton is now the goaltender for the Spaulding Crimson Tide, as Coach Dave Lawrence told me before the game started that they were going to split the goaltending and change it up halfway through the second. So Maddie Seaton is in after Raina Long has played very well in this one. McHugh tries to get it out to LeClaire, but it's kept in by Peyton LaPearl. LaPearl along the boards. Puck is going to be thrown around. Tried to get it past Cameron Poulin, who was perched near center ice, couldn't get it to her. Now LaPearl keeps it in for the Crimson Tide. Goes over the stick of Molly Parker. One defender back, it's Gracie Lunt. Lunt gets her body in there and knocks the puck away from Poulin. Then it goes back on the stick of McKelvey, who almost had a break out of the zone. Now Molly Parker goes around to Peyton LaPearl. The host of Sea Lakers, including Cameron Poulin, converge on the puck. Here's Molly Parker around the boards. It's Poulin in the corner. Keep in mind, Maddie Seaton has come in with no warm-up. Straight off the bench into this game. Now it's Gracie Lunt in back of her own net. Gets it over to McKelvey. Crimson Tide pass off the boards. They'll chase for it. Rubley gets there first, though. Puck is going to be chipped down low by Ellie Parker. Here's LeClaire. Carissa LeClaire banks it off the boards. Amelia Healy will get there first for the Crimson Tide. Over to Ellie Parker. Parker had a player. Aunt Lainey Thayer was perched just over the blue line. And then is Healy, a shot and a save by Boyd. A nice setup by the Crimson Tide for Amelia Healy. She came in clean. And Leah Boyd makes a great save, as you see on our replay, how the Crimson Tide set things up. And nice job by Boyd in net for the Sea Lakers. 4:31 to go in a fast-moving second period. Lainey Thayer got around a couple of players, was able to get a shot that was deflected. Ellie Parker picks up the puck. Face-off circle, tried to get it over to Riley Pelletier, who was near the front of the net. Little ways out, couldn't get the pass over. Crimson Tide will have to clear the zone. Flanagan will have some time to set things up, but it's stolen away by the Crimson Tide. They put good pressure on the last 6 minutes or so. Again, Lainey Thayer steals the puck away. It's going to go out of the zone, so McKelvey will have to wait. Smart move as she dishes it back to Healy. Healy fires it down low. Flanagan now gets it over to McClellan. McClellan has it taken away from Becca McKelvey, and just a whisker offsides was Peyton LaPearl. McKelvey, though, used the reach as it looked like McClellan was ready to pick up the puck and scoot the other way. McKelvey just got the stick in there to slow it up and almost had a scoring chance the other way, but Peyton LaPearl just inside the blue line. Hannah King banks it off the boards. Puck goes in back of the net. Crimson Tide seem to be converging quicker on the Sea Lakers. Here's McKelvey. McKelvey with a quick shot. That goes off Boyd. Spaulding player is down in the corner. Now gets up. Crimson Tide keep it in. As Molly Parker in quite a battle there. Banking it off the boards is Annabelle Lextudis. As Colchester's not hesitated to go 3 lines deep in this one. Burlington Colchester hasn't hesitated to do that with a stoppage of play. 2:39 to go. Second period. Crimson Tide lead it by a score of 1-0 on the unassisted goal from Ruby Harrington, who is out there now to take the face-off against Cameron Poulin. Carissa LeClaire will fire it in. Kaya Moulton and Fiona McHugh try to get to the puck first. It's Healy in back of the net. Now it's Peyton LaPearl. Works it around to Lainey Thayer. Thayer will shuttle it down into the Sea Lakers zone. Puck is picked up by Molly Rubley. Rubley was trying to get it over to Hannah Coughlin. Now here's Poulin, one defender back. Cameron Poulin comes in. Shot is blocked, but it deflects back on the stick of LeClaire. LeClaire goes down, and that is going to be our first penalty, as the Sea Lakers will go on the power play as Carissa LeClaire was tripped up, and with 1:51 to go in the period, it'll be a power play for the Sea Lakers on the tripping penalty to the Crimson Tide's Lainey Thayer. It'll be Holly McClellan to take the draw. Wins it. Now it's Moody. Moody works it down low. They go back to the high point to McClellan. Puck is tipped off McClellan's stick. Hannah King sticking on McClellan. She throws a shot through. There's a backhander, and Maddie Seaton, who has come into this game, as we mentioned, no warm-ups or anything. And she kind of was in the net for probably 6 minutes, really didn't see any action. Makes 2 quick ones there for the Crimson Tide. That shot is blocked by Molly Parker. Parker will try to rag some time in the corner as Gussie Guyette tries to dig it out. Time. The bench there for the Sea Lakers are looking for another Crimson Tide penalty. They didn't get it. And Spaulding able to bank it off the boards. Almost got it to Hannah King. King, who is quick and fierce on the forecheck, now gets back on D. Here comes McClellan. You can't give her open ice. Holly McClellan in the corner. Tries to work it out front. Had a couple of players there. Had Brooke DeShaw. Now they go back to the point for a slap shot. That is blocked by Thayer. Deflects over into the far end. Ellie Parker fires it around, but it's kept in by Rubley. Rubley in the corner. 30 seconds to go, period. Crimson Tide take it away. And Hannah King chasing for the puck. Hannah King is going to come in with a shot that deflects, and she goes hard into the boards. We're going to get a stoppage of play on this one, as Hannah King went very hard into the boards. That is going to be a Sea Laker penalty. Hannah is up. And it will be a penalty on Cameron Poulin. So a 20.4 to go period. We will play some 4-on-4 hockey. And then to start the third period, after 9 seconds, the Crimson Tide will go on the power play if we don't see any scoring. But for the meantime, it is 4-on-4 hockey on the penalty to Poulin. Carissa LeClaire on the draw. Quick shot goes off the pad. A juicy rebound there. The shot from Amelia Haley. The rebound was there, and McKelvey could not get a stick on it. That'll be icing. That definitely was a chance for the Crimson Tide to up the lead. Ruby Harrington on the draw with Carissa LeClaire. Gets it back to Healy. She'll have to hurry, though. Healy tried to get it to Harrington right in front. A setup for McKelvey, who thought maybe she was hooked. Couldn't get the shot off, and the period comes to an end. Crimson Tide, though, get on the scoreboard in the second period on the unassisted goal from Ruby Harrington. It came at the 8:51 mark, and that is it. That's all we've seen in our score sheet. Spaulding Crimson Tide lead this one by a score of 1-0 over the Burlington Colchester Sea Lakers. Here's your shots.
Shots on goal in the first period for Burlington Colchester, 7. Spaulding, 6.
7-6 were your shots on goal, favoring the Sea Lakers. Shots so far for the first two periods, the Crimson Tide with 15 and the Sea Lakers with 12. On the scoreboard, the Spaulding Crimson Tide lead this one by a score of 1-0 over the Burlington Colchester Sea Lakers. It is high school hockey action on CBTsport.net. Jim Severance along with our producer Ben Brown and Michael Deering on camera. We will take a break and we'll come back with third period action for you from the Barrie BOR very shortly.
Hi everybody, happy Friday. It's January 20th, 2023. I'm here at Barrie City Elementary Middle School in the Peak team with Allison Cordemanch, one of our special educators in the middle school here, and I'm also with Chief Braden Vale of the Barrie City Police Department. We just had a great experience here. Allison, what was this about today?
So I'm in a master's program right now through Southern New Hampshire University, and part of that is bringing the community to my students and doing alternative learning and working and just connecting my students with important people in our community. So my first person I thought of was Chief Vale, and I thought he'd be a great person to connect the kids with, but also for them to get a little insight about what he does, what education he needed for it, and just overall the responsibilities of his job, and hoping to get them inspired and maybe want to do something like this someday, or just inspired and thinking towards their futures.
Well, thank you. And the students of Barrie are so fortunate to be able to establish relationships with the police in both here at Barrie City and at Barrie Town with Chief Dodge and his team in the Barrie Town Police Department. And in a moment, we're going to talk with Corporal Fleury here at Barrie City. But Chief Vale, what was this like for you today?
Oh, it was great. The students got to ask me about, why I became a police officer, what it took to become a police officer, right down to some comical questions like what's my favorite donut, which cops don't eat donuts. I'm going to throw that out there now.
Everything bagel is your thing.
Exactly. Everything bagels toasted with cream cheese. And they've asked some very good questions that hopefully they can think about if they want to continue down a path of law enforcement.
And they were an incredibly respectful audience. Well done, Peak
Good job,
team.
guys. You're great.
Yeah, so we'll check out a little bit of what happened today. Then we'll have a quick conversation with Corporal Fleury. Chief Vale, thanks for joining us
Thank
today.
you. Thanks for having me.
I asked Chief Vale if you could take him home, the canines.
Yep.
I'm a dog person. I've grown up around dogs like most of my life. A dog actually saved me once when I was younger, 2 or 3.
Yep. Now, why were you? What did he say about bringing the canine?
He said only Gaylord was allowed to bring the canine home. That's only because he works with him. He's basically a pet.
Yep.
I asked him if he ever used his job to get him out of trouble.
Oh, and what did he say to that?
He said no, there's rules.
Yep.
So I asked him how long he's been working for. He said 33 years. So I always wanted to see how long they've been working because some people just started or have been working for a while, and sometimes I want to support them because sometimes they can lose people that are important to them or close friends or close family members. So if that shows I can tell, like, maybe they lost somebody and don't always want to ask personal questions.
Mackenzie asked a great question about crime scene investigation, CSI. Why did you ask Chief that question?
I asked that question because I always took an interest in forensic science. I liked how you could collect the DNA or strand of hair and collect the DNA from that little piece of hair. I also liked how where the placement of anything is, it tells a story. It leads up to part after part, just like putting the pieces together. It also morphs the story out of where it's placed.
Well, that was great. I'm here with Corporal Jason Fleury, longtime colleague of mine. Jason has been the school resource here at Barry City, I think, since its inception, since we started pretty close.
Pretty close.
Pretty
Not
close.
quite, but close.
But
Yeah.
What's your role here
Well,
with the kids?
I'm the most senior patrol officer in the Barry City Police Department. I, as well, has been police officer for 33 years. Of those 33, I'm climbing close to 19 and a half here at Barry City School. I've
Most
done,
of our history.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've been here a substantial part of my career. And the reason why I stay here is because I enjoy, watching over the kids and keeping people safe. That's a plus. I also enjoy coming into classrooms and teaching once in a while. All in all, it's a fun experience, and all the meeting people and the generations now that we've gone through.
Oh yeah, and Miss C and I can attest to the impact you have on the kids here. I got to see it the 3 years I was principal here, and you're right, it's generations now at this point, Corporal Fleury, and thank you for that. So again, just how lucky our students are here in Barry to establish those relationships early on in their lives as they get ready. And in the case today, got to have an opportunity to see maybe if they want to be a police officer themselves someday. So this is a great visit. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Thanks, Pete, guys. Everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy the snow. And we'll be back in touch next week.
This game is made possible by CVTV723.org. If you want to support live-streamed Spaulding High School sports, please go to CVTV723.org and look for the Donate Now tab.
I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all of this. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out.
This game is also made possible by Vermont Fellowship of Christian Athletes, established in 1954, a community working to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. You can find more information at fcavermont.org, and you can contact them by email at glennolson@fca.org.
From the Barry BOR, getting ready for third period hockey action. Spaulding Crimson Tide take it on the Burlington Colchester Sea Lakers after 2. The Crimson Tide lead this one by a score of 1-0 on the Ruby Harrington goal. Jim Severance along with Ben Brown and Michael Deering. This is our final Spaulding Crimson Tide home broadcast during the regular season. There will be one playoff game, but this is our final one for quite some time, so we appreciate everyone that's been checking out our broadcast, whether you're in the central Vermont area or like of a lot of extended family members, you're out of state, maybe in a different part of the country enjoying the broadcast. We certainly appreciate it. You can always communicate with me at ice level, and I'll give you a shout out. My special hockey email address is my name, Jim Severance at iCloud.com. Jim Severance at iCloud.com. We want to say hi to some folks checking out the game today. We have Alice, hope I wrote the last name down correct. My apologies if I didn't. Alice DeWash, who is Kyle Moulton's grandma, checking out the game, and I believe they are in the great state of Maine. Is it Kennebunk? Hanging out with some of the elite up in Kennebunk. So hello to Alice. Also, we've got Gary Gordon and Teresa Allen, who have been checking out a lot of our broadcasts all season long. Donna Holt, another one who has been checking out our game, so certainly appreciate it. And here we go, third period, a big one. Crimson Tide are up by 2, and in a couple of seconds they will go on the power play for a minute 30 as Lainey Thayer is out of the box. Crimson Tide on a power play. Puck in back of the net. Thayer tries to get it back to Molly Parker. Now she does get it back to Parker. Parker was trying to get it through to Ellie Parker, but it was tipped away. Amelia Haley lets a shot go. Deflected on the way in. 1:09 to go on this Crimson Tide power play. Puck goes out of the zone. Sea Lakers will have a chance to set things up, and they'll find open ice. They will clear it down. Amelia Haley for the Crimson Tide, with Carissa LeClaire in pursuit. Here's Becca McKelvey. McKelvey fires it in, but there's an open seam in the ice. Cleared back down with only 37 to go on the Crimson Tide power play. It is Healy again. Fiona McHugh right behind her. Healy gets it over to McKelvey. McKelvey skates in. Her shot is blocked. Goes over into the corner. It's dug out by Peyton LaPearl. It's kept in at the point, but it goes off the stick for a split second of Healy. Now Molly Parker skates in. 10 to go on the power play. Molly Parker gets it to McKelvey for the quick snapshot. It's just wide of the net. Crimson Tide, Peyton LaPearl in back of the net. Penalized player is back on, and the penalized player coming out is Deshaw. Deshaw is going to come in, cuts toward the front of the net. Maddie Seaton with the save, a second chance from Deshaw, and Seaton comes up with 2. Right out of the penalty box, and a golden scoring opportunity for the Sea Lakers. That'll be icing on the Crimson Tide. It's going to be an exciting third period. Crimson Tide up 1-0. We mentioned the records coming in. Spaulding yet to suffer a loss, only 1 tie, and these Sea Lakers have only lost 2 games all season, 1 to Spaulding and 1 to BFA. It's McClellan and Harrington on the draw. Puck is going to be knocked down by the Crimson Tide. They bank it off the boards. It'll be Wool and Hannah King chasing for it. That'll be icing though. Doubleheader hockey action here from the Barry BOR. We've got boys action after this one. Colchester Lakers in town. Crimson Tide had one of their better games of the season against the Lakers, which was, I believe, a 3-3 tie. Spaulding boys playing much better in the second half of the season. We'll have it for you on cbtsport.net. Harrington tries to work it around the boards for Thayer, but it's kept in. Pinched in by a couple of Sea Lakers. Wool uses her reach to keep the puck in. Now here's Poulin. Poulin cuts into a pack of Crimson Tide players. Laney Thayer will chase for the puck. One defender back. Thayer is taken down, and there's no call on that. It looked like Moody put a shoulder down. And the shot is going to be gobbled up by Leah Boyd. I guess the message in the third period is to let them play for the time being. 12:07 to go in the third period. It'll be Hannah King on the draw against Cameron Poulin. Carissa LeClaire banks it out on the stick of Amelia Healy. Healy tries to cut through a couple of players. Now it's LeClaire and Hannah King on the boards. Goes over into the near side, right in front of the Sea Laker bench. That pass is intercepted by King. Now here's Ellie Parker. Tied her on sides. Drop pass to McKelvey. Her shot is blocked. Goes up, actually deflected up high. Went high off the glass. Kaya Moulton fires it in right in front of the Sea Laker bench. Puck is going to be picked up by Guyette. Becca McKelvey keeps it in. McKelvey cuts toward the front of the net with a backhander, and she scores! Becca McKelvey can score so many different ways. I haven't seen her get a lot of backhander goals. But that is a big one there for number 22 for the Crimson Tide. And they take a 2-0 lead. You can see on our replay, it's hard work in back of the net. Comes at the 11:21 mark as on senior day, the senior Becca McKelvey gets a big one. 2-0 Crimson Tide. Both of those Crimson Tide goals are won by Harrington and by McKelvey, unassisted goals. Now it's Ruby Harrington who has the other Crimson Tide goal, and back of the net gets it over to the Pearl. French tries to get it out for the Crimson Tide. Now it's Gracie Lunton back of her net. It's going to be kept in at the point for a shot. There's a glove save from Maddie Seaton as a shot from Molly Rubley had good elevation to it. And Maddie Seaton comes up with the save. She came in midway through the second period as the Crimson Tide 2 senior goaltenders, Raina Long and Seaton, are splitting duties in this one. Holly McClellan on the draw against Hannah King. Here's Amelia Healy. Healy gets it over to Becca McKelvey. Puck was tipped away brief. Now they almost got it to McKelvey. The defenseman, though, Wool, got her stick in there. Now Moulton will drop it off to Lunt. Lunt off the boards, but taken right back. Or actually Healy off the boards for Wool for a shot. It's going to deflect around. McKelvey and McClellan will go for the puck. The two big scorers in the corner. And the puck is going to be picked up by the Sea Lakers. Then taken right back by Becca McKelvey. Quick shot that goes off the pad of the goaltender Boyd. Nice save on McKelvey's chance. Now here's Healy. Healy avoids a stick that's on the ice. And here comes McClellan the other way. But I'm following the play. I didn't catch the penalty call, but it's going to be a Sea Laker penalty. Crimson Tide will go on a power play. Penalty is on Georgia Wool. 9:40 to go, third period. Crimson Tide will bring McKelvey out to take the draw. Parker and Healy on D. McKelvey with King and I believe Ellie Parker. It is Ellie Parker. We'll go back to Healy. Healy goes to McKelvey. McKelvey, nice cross point pass, was looking for Molly Parker. Now here's Peyton LaPearl. Here's Poulin. Stolen away by McKelvey. Becca McKelvey cuts through. Now a shot from Ellie Parker went off the stick and pad of the goaltender, Boyd. Now another shot is just wide. Picking up a rebound is Peyton LaPearl. Tough angle. Now Molly Parker goes back to Healy. Over to McKelvey playing the point. McKelvey with a quick shot. That went off the pad of Boyd, kept in. Continuous pressure by the Crimson Tide. And now able to clear it are the Sea Lakers. And Carissa LeClaire is going to speed down, so Maddie Seaton is going to have to cover up. Sea Lakers will get a face-off in the Tide zone with 1:03 to go on this penalty on the Crimson Tide power play. It'll be McClellan on the draw against Hannah King. And Hannah King does not give up on the puck. One of the smaller players comes out of the pack with it. Here's Hannah King with speed. She cuts through a couple of players. Hannah King comes in, a save by Boyd. There was a rebound there. No one could pick it up for the Crimson Tide. Sea Lakers will clear it down with 42 to go on the power play, and no one picks up the puck in back of the net, and almost a chance for Gussie Guyette to have a shot on Maddie Seaton. Player goes down in back of the net, and we're going to get a stoppage of play in this one between the Crimson Tide and the Sea Lakers. As the crew will come out and attend to the player that went down in back of the net for the Sea Lakers. And she is getting up from the ice. Second game has boys hockey action. The Spaulding Crimson Tide taking on the Colchester Lakers. The last power hockey rankings that I saw in the Free Press, I believe Colchester boys team is ranked number 2 behind Essex. And the Crimson Tide, actually for the first time this season, they're actually on the bubble. As Spaulding boys got off to a very slow start, they are playing much better. They're on the bubble in the power rankings in the Burlington Free Press. And that'll be right after this game. As Gussie Guyette, who was the player that went down in back of the net, she's walked off on her own. It will be a penalty to Molly Parker. Parker draws the penalty on the injury to Guyette. So for 30 seconds, it'll be 4-on-4, and then we'll see the Sea Lakers go on a power play. Chance for the Sea Lakers to get back in this one. They're down 2. That'll be icing. The penalty to Parker was an elbowing call. It'll be Poulin again and Ruby Harrington on the draw. Now Becca McKelvey will bank it off the boards, but it's kept in. They work it back to Coughlin. And as play continues on in front of the Spaulding Crimson Tide bench, and one of the parts of the rink that is out of our vision, whatever happened in that corner, it's going to be a Becca McKelvey penalty. And the Crimson Tide are digging themselves a hole. It's going to be in 4 seconds, it'll be a 5-on-3. So Becca McKelvey is drawn for a penalty as a couple of players were down, kind of out of our view, so I can't describe that one. I can tell you the Colchester boys team knew exactly what happened because that's where they're watching the game. Here we go. Crimson Tide up 2-0. Big chance for the Sea Lakers. Coughlin shot is walked over into the corner by Healy. Now it is a 5-on-3 as LeClaire comes out of the penalty box, and a save by Maddie Seaton. 1:22 to go on the first penalty. That's the Molly Parker penalty. 1:22 on that one and 1:40 on Becca McKelvey's penalty. So you got your best defensive player in the box and your strongest player in the box. Here's the break the Sea Lakers need. Here's Wool. Wool works it over to LeClaire, but the pass wasn't there. Wool will keep it in, though. Wool has some open area to fire it. It goes off Amelia Healy. In the corner, Ruby Harrington ragging some time with the puck. A good job by Harrington. Now coming in to steal the puck away is Poulin. Poulin goes back to the point. Looks like they're trying to set Wool up for the one-timer. Now they're spreading the ice. Here's Poulin. Poulin's going to get a slap shot go, and she scores! Cameron Poulin gets the Sea Lakers right back in it. And they will still be on a power play. Power play goal for Poulin. It comes at the 6:47 mark, and it's 2-1. And there's still going to be 1:04 on the penalty to Becca McKelvey. Sea Lakers will work it on the power play. Only down one. And that is going to be a Crimson Tide tripping penalty as play continues on. It's going to be another 5-on-3. For 48 seconds, it'll be a 5-on-3 as the Crimson Tide draw a tripping penalty. Well, I think they call the hook on Hannah King. Golden opportunity to tie it up for the Sea Lakers. 5-on-3. They go back to the point for a shot, and there's a save by Maddie Seaton. Seaton sticks it over into the corner. Now Molly Parker will try to trap it up against the boards and rag some time away. Here's McClellan. Oh, set up in front of the net and unable to connect there are the Sea Lakers. Here's McClellan skating around. 18 to go on the 5-on-3. A shot from the point. Seaton has it near her stick side and is able to stop the puck. Sea Lakers players sprawl on the ice. Another shot from the point. That's deflected over into the corner. In a second, the Crimson Tide will get one back. Here's Holly McClellan speeding through, but then getting a stick in there and taking the puck away. And now Becca McKelvey is taken down in front of the Crimson Tide bench, and that's going to be a penalty. Costly penalty there for the Sea Lakers as Becca McKelvey was taken down, and Hannah Coughlin goes into the box. And with 5:35 to go, it's 4-on-4 hockey. Hang on to this one. This game's not over yet. Crimson Tide up 2-1. Open ice 4-on-4 hockey. Sea Lakers fired out, and it's fired back in by Molly Parker. And here come the Sea Lakers. Here's Poulin breaking in, and getting down is Amelia Healy, and that may be the defensive play of the game by Amelia Healy. A 2-on-0, and she got a stick on it and deflected that pass away. Here comes Poulin again. Cameron Poulin is going to wind one up. It's sticked over into the corner. Poulin will try to dig it out. Crimson Tide can't get it out. Here's Healy. And Amelia Healy will clear it out. Becca McKelvey will chase for the puck. Goaltender has to hurry to get it away, as Leah Boyd does. In a couple of seconds, the Crimson Tide will actually get a short power play under a minute as soon as Hannah King comes out. But here is Carissa LeClaire, does a nice move. LeClaire comes in, shot goes off Maddie Seaton, and she covers up. Carissa LeClaire comes in with a nice look there for the Sea Lakers. 4:25 to go, so the Crimson Tide with a short power play, 51 seconds on the Colchester penalty to Coughlin. McClellan and Becca McKelvey on the draw. Tied on a power play. Here's Molly Parker along the boards. Parker cuts it right out front. Was trying to get that pass over to Ellie Parker. She was tied up by two Sea Laker players. Now here's Becca McKelvey. Gets it over to Peyton LaPearl. LaPearl over to Ellie Parker. Parker tries to get a shot off. Puck is stripped away. Gets it back to Molly. Now Molly goes back to Healy, over to Molly Parker, to Becca McKelvey. McKelvey with a dangerous shot, goes off the upper body of Boyd and deflects up high. Bounces up in the air, comes down. Crimson Tide will try to keep it in. And here comes Holly McClellan in clean. McClellan is in. She dekes, and Maddie Seaton comes up with a huge save for the Crimson Tide. Twice this game, McClellan, the high-scoring player, has come in clean. And the first time it was Raina Long. The second time it was Seaton. 3 minutes to go. Here's Ruby Harrington. Sea Lakers will break the other way. Here comes Poulin. Moulton gets a stick in there, gets a piece of that puck. Cameron Poulin goes back to the point. Now back to Poulin. Yeah, we got a stoppage of play with 2:52 to go. So far, neither team has used their timeout. What a game. Crimson Tide with some key saves and one key defensive play, keeping this one a 2-1 game. Puck is in the corner. It's Moulton along the boards. DeShaw is set up in front of the net, but Hannah King will pick up the puck. King will bank it off the boards, but that's going to be icing on the Crimson Tide. 2:26 to go. Third period. Both teams will change things up. It'll be Poulin and Hannah King on the draw. And a quick shot and a save by Maddie Seaton as picking up that puck and letting the shot go was Poulin. King and Poulin again will draw the puck off. Puck is in back of the net, jamming in back of the net. Crimson Tide come away with it. Amelia Healy gets it over to Ellie Parker. Almost got that pass to Becca McKelvey. Was just ahead of her. Now Healy will be cautious and work it back into the Crimson Tide zone. Good job skating and moving the puck around. Lunt goes around the other boards. Going to be picked up, though, by Carissa LeClaire. LeClaire throws it out front, tipped away by Healy. Ellie Parker will try to get that pass out to Hannah King, but it's going to go just over her stick. Nora Moody picks up the puck. Carissa LeClaire comes in, cuts toward the front of the net, and a save by Maddie Seaton. Another open golden chance for the Sea Lakers. That time by Carissa LeClaire. With 1:31 to go, Crimson Tide hanging on to this 2-1 lead. McClellan and Harrington on the draw. controlled by the Crimson Tide, but the puck is going to be kept in. Digging it out of the corner, it's Hannah Coughlin, cuts toward the front of the net. Now a shot from McClellan is deflected on the way in. Another centering pass, keeping an eye on the Sea Laker net. Goaltender is still in. Webb is yet to break out as the Sea Lakers are putting pressure on. Molly Parker can't get it out for the Crimson Tide. Goes off the stick of McClellan. It's McClellan and Peyton LaPearl in the corner. Now the goaltender has been pulled. Extra attacker is out for the Sea Lakers. Crimson Tide unable to get it out. Molly Parker is able now to get it out. And here comes Ruby Harrington with the empty net. Harrington fires it over to Lainey Thayer. Her shot is blocked. Crimson Tide able to get it in back of the net. Now they try to do a wraparound into the empty net. The puck is cleared in back, but time is running down. The Crimson Tide trying to keep the puck in the zone. It is cleared out. Here's Molly Parker. McClellan gets around Parker, but then Parker gets back with her stick and prevents McClellan from getting toward the front of the net. Now Thayer will bank it off the boards. It's going to go all the way down with only 14 seconds to go. Final shot for the Sea Lakers. Puck is going to be icing with only 7 to go. Exciting moments with the icing. Boyd is going to have to come back in. And for the Sea Lakers, they're going to have to win a faceoff and just sprint and hope for the best with only 7.4. It's going to go back to the point. A shot from Healy is deflected. And that is it. So the Crimson Tide on Senior Day come away with a huge win as they mob Patty Seaton. And Raina Long, the other goaltender, senior goaltender, comes out too twice as both Maddie Seaton and Raina Long showed up big time for the Spaulding Crimson Tide on Senior Day. They get goals from Ruby Harrington and Becca McKelvey, 2 unassisted goals. And the Crimson Tide go to 16-0-1 on the season. And for the Sea Lakers, they go to 11-3-2 on the season. But boy, some exciting moments. Final 7 minutes of the game, a couple of game savers for the Crimson Tide. Maddie Seaton in net, and also a huge defensive play by defenseman 8th grader Amelia Healy, helping the Crimson Tide to this victory. So the fans will go home happy on Senior Day, and for the rest of the season, until we hit the postseason, Spaulding Crimson Tide will be on the road.
Third period, Burlington Colchester 13, Spaulding 7, for a total, Burlington Colchester 25, Spaulding 22.
25-22, the shot count favoring the Sea Lakers, but on the scoreboard, it's the Spaulding Crimson Tide winning this one by a score of 2-1. Again, recapping the scoring, Crimson Tide and the Sea Lakers skated through a scoreless first period. Second period, Ruby Harrington got the Crimson Tide on the board after 2. Spaulding led it by a score of 2-1. They expanded that lead to an unassisted goal from Becca McKelvey at the 11:21 mark of the third period. But it was Cameron Poulin coming back with a power play goal at the 6:47 mark of the third period. A 5-on-3 as the Crimson Tide got into some penalty trouble midway through the third period. Poulin made it 2-1. But the Crimson Tide hold on, and they win this one by a score of 2-1. This is our first of our doubleheader. Coming up right after this, we got boys hockey action after about a 15-minute break. Spaulding taking on the Colchester Lakers. We want to thank our broadcast crew, Ben Brown, our producer, and Michael Deering on camera. Once again, our final score, the Crimson Tide girls win it by a score of 2-1. We'll be back in about another 20 minutes or so from the Barry BOR on CBTsport.net.
This has been a local sports video production brought to you by CVTsport.net, your local sports video leader. We'd like to thank our longtime partners, CVTV723.org, channel 192 and 194, Central Vermont Community Access Television, and Orca Media, Onion River Community Access Television in the greater Montpelier area is media for the people.
My daddy made this. Daddy!